What's up everybody, I am Yoko for Yoko Gaming, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 3 ways to set up your M4 to absolutely dominate in multiplayer and Warzone. Now I've watched a lot of videos, I watched everything from the Nick Burks to K3 and everything, and I'm not here to sell you a bunch of bullcrap. I'm going to be real straight with you. I'm going to show you what the guns look like with and without these attachments, teach you how to control this gun specifically, and how to dominate and improve your game. So the inspiration for this video is coming from Call of Duty itself. We posted a clip on Reddit and it got picked up by Call of Duty, their Facebook page and their Instagram stories, and because of that we had a rush of people who checked out the clip and wanted the M4 class. That particular class is this class right here, Big Bertha. And before I get into this, if you could please like the video and subscribe, we're trying to grow. Don't forget to also watch us on Twitch, Yoko Gaming 1, as we're also showing our class and doing class setups and tutorials there, and we love hanging out with viewers. But all right, let's jump into this big one, and if you didn't see the name, this is Big Bertha. Now I need to be real transparent like I always am with you guys. Big Bertha is super huge, she's very slow. I wouldn't recommend it in multiplayer unless you're doing ground war or something like that, or unless you're a very patient player, but in Warzone it's perfect. All right, it's perfect for that medium range that's going to completely dominate. You need to take a little bit more time and be preemptive when you're going into buildings, because you might still get rushed down by an MP5, but something from mid-range, this is going to absolutely dominate and has zero recoil, and I'm going to prove it to you. So we're going to start off with a monolithic suppressor because you want that extra range, and in Warzone you got to be quiet, let's be honest. All right, now the Grenader, this is optional. You can go the Corvus or Covus, but just for the look, I actually just kind of like the Grenader look. You know, it kind of looks a little bit more hardcore and a little bit more traditional. So we'll just go with that one for now. Now the Ranger. Now there's a big argument between the Merc grip and the Ranger grip. The Ranger grip is going to give you just a little bit more range because of the aiming stability, whereas the Merc 4 grip is going to give you a little bit more hip fire. This could actually be good because if you are finding yourself in those tight quarters with this slow ADS, instead of ADSing in, you could just hip fire instead. So I'll leave this one up to you guys, but for me personally, I'm just going to go all out Ranger. 60 clip, because you know we got to have the 60 mags in Warzone. We want to thirst. And I like going just for the extra recoil control. Now I'm going to show you guys what this looks like and what it looks like without it. If you don't want to use the iron sights, because I do understand people don't like the iron sights, you could drop this rubberized grip for an optic and the class will still be about the same. Alright, so first up I'm going to show you the plain M4. Just to be transparent, again, we're playing on mouse and keyboard just for this one, but I will be doing these for Xbox and PlayStation, just so you know there's nothing funky going on. Alright, and because I said medium range, you can do just about anything on Hackney Yard. It's got a lot of good cardboards to really test out your weapon attachments and figure out the recoil. You could even do it here. We could actually do it here, it's a little bit more space. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is just line it up. I'm not going to try to control the recoil at all. I'm just going to show you the recoil pattern and what it looks like with no attachments. As you can see by itself, it's got a little bit of jump to it and it's kind of straight up and then eventually goes off to the right. Now I'm going to show you what these attachments do to the gun. Alright, we got Big Bertha in place. I'm going to aim down the center again and see where the kick is. Now I don't know if you're able to tell, but we just fired double the rounds from 30 to 60, and the rate at which the uptick was extremely less, right? Like 30 clip was already over here and 60 was over here. Now what you're able to do with that is you're able to actually look at the recoil pattern itself for the M4, and you can see that about the first 3 to 4 seconds, it's pretty much a straight line and then it veers off to the right. So it's very simple on your mouse and keyboard or even on your PlayStation or Xbox controller to just kind of time it. And then after a couple of seconds, you're just going to start pulling down and a little bit to the left. And what that's going to do is give you a nice tight circle. Look how beautiful that is. Now you can do this at any range, just about. You could probably do it over here as well to figure it out. And you can do this on any console or keyboard. It just takes practice. But these attachments right here absolutely make it much easier to do this, and it makes a very tight net spread because of all the recoil control that you have. Alright, so right here we just have Big Bertha on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox controllers, just to show you that there is no difference between the mouse and keyboard, no hacks or anything like that. They're actually virtually identical if you learn the M4's recoil pattern. Alright, and to go over the class again, Big Bertha, I use C4, gas. I like to use EOD because I have the RPG on it, and sometimes it just helps. Alright, now let's get into one for multiplayer. This is the one I call her the Slay, or the Slayer. Now, I'm usually not a big fan of the tac lasers, but for this one, you're gonna be really close, and chances are they're already gonna know you're coming, so this is just gonna help you ADS even faster. Now, I'm gonna be using the compensator for this. You could drop this for a tactical suppressor or lightweight if you still wanna stay off the radar, but like I said, if they already know you're close, you're gonna be up close and personal. This is quick, fast killing. I'm gonna use the compensator just for the little bit of recoil control. Don't worry about the loss of the ADS, because we're definitely gonna gain it back. We're gonna use the tac light barrel, as it does help the ADS speed. We're gonna drop on a fat tac laser, and we're gonna use the forward tac CQS just for ADS. Now, I don't like this one just because the recoil control is way off with the no stock, and even some of these, you kind of lose it a little bit, so I'll go for this one. If you're finding yourself not being able to thirst or really down people because of the 30 mag, I understand taking this off and popping a 50 mag on this just to kind of rock it. Don't worry, you're not gonna lose that much ATS, I promise. It's still gonna aim in pretty fast. And then of course, we're gonna use the Shrapnel Gate just to round it all out and get that sprint to fire speed. Now for this class, I like to use double time just because of the crouch speed. When you're crouching, it definitely helps, and you're definitely gonna see a difference if you pick up a different gun. Ghost, because you wanna stay off radar, and I always use tune up just to help the revive time for teammates. Now let's go in and let's check out what it does. All right, now because we're using a up close and personal class, it wouldn't necessarily be fair to use the complete mid-range, but this gun can still stay pretty consistent and pretty accurate even for mid-range. One thing you're gonna notice right away is the immediate fast ADS time. That is lightning fast, especially compared to the other one. And with the recoil pattern, even at mid-range, it's still pretty consistent. Now, I like to use a real-life scenario, per se, talking about inside the game. Maybe you have someone coming up on the stairways, because we know Warzone people love to stay on the rooftops. Still pretty accurate, real tight circle there. I mean, it's a very versatile gun. You're gonna be able to sprint further and faster. You're gonna get the increased crouch speed from your double time. To me, it's an all-out banger. It's brilliant in multiplayer, especially if you're not playing something like S&D, where being on the minimap may not be the most important thing. You're able to swing around corners, you can drop shot, whatever you need to do, and she just stays real versatile like the MP5, the MP7, or anything else. Even the Growl, I'm pretty sure this class will beat out the Growl. I know the Growl just got a nerf. It's definitely going to beat out the FAL because a lot of people don't have that type of trigger finger. For this, you just have to slow down, aim, and pray. All right, now this last class is absolutely my favorite. I actually made it as a troll, and then we ended up winning games in duos like a bunch. And so I started playing with it a little bit more. I gotta say right off the bat, this class is not for everybody. I call it the M4A1 because we're rocking the SOCOM rounds. So you have to be highly accurate, but you can kill people in 2 to 3 shots in the head. 4 shots if you're mix matching to the body. This gun is absolutely insane. Now you can already tell because of the sniper scope and everything else we've went over, it's gonna ADS really slow. So you're gonna play this at mid to mid far range, but I'm telling you, this is crazy. It hits harder and faster than the SKS and the FAL because all you have to do is hold down the trigger. Now we did do some test runs. For people who don't know, in Warzone, with 3 things of armor, you're gonna have 250 health. We did a lot of bot testing, and you can actually destroy someone in 3 to 4 shots to the head. That is crazy, and I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like in the game. This is the M4A1. All right, now this big hunk of man meat is the M4A1, as I'm calling it. It's kind of like that nerd that you used to pick on in high school until you realized he took karate classes and he kicked your butt and you didn't realize it. It's the same thing. On the surface, 10 mag, 50 clip. This thing looks just downright puny. Takes just a hot minute to ADSN. It's not necessarily the class you're gonna see on every top streamer, I promise. But the accuracy is there because we're using the sniper scope. We are able to hold the steady aim. I mean, that's pretty accurate. If you think about it, even something like the FAL, probably not gonna be that accurate. And you can even switch this up for a 3x. The reason I have the sniper scope is because I am able to hold my steady aim. So even like something in the window here, I could peek it. I could step out and hold my breath before I even really ADSN and stay pretty accurate and on target. Now, I know you guys think this gun's a troll, so don't worry, I have some clips and maybe even a clip of me winning with it.
Oh, it's just one?
Never mind.
Thank you. What the f? Behind that building, behind that building.
Alright, now it wouldn't be fair if I didn't say Pluto absolutely carried me in this last final as he gets the kill coming out of the gas. I won't spoil everything for you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope this definitely helped anybody who's been asking about the M4. I'm getting a million messages a day from Instagram and Twitter, so I want to put this guide out. If you want to see more guides, if you like the way I'm doing them, if you want real statistic, you want real opinions, right? I'm not just trying to sell stuff here. Come back, guys, leave a comment, tell me what you want down below. I love you guys, and as always, stay fierce.
Another one, need help. Let's go! Good shit, bro.
Let's go, Pluto! Good carry!
That's teamwork right there, man. Woo.